If you live with acne-prone skin, then you already know it can be a little dicey in the winter or cold weather months. I can prove it to you. Particularly my nose is freaking out with breakouts right now. But I'm not even stressing about it because I've got a whole shelf full of products perfectly designed to help me through these winter months and a whole bunch of skincare know-how that I want to pass on to you. There are some simple things you can do in the winter to keep your skin clear and help ward off acne even when the temperature is dropping. When the weather outside is frightful, we find a new way of pampering our faces, so stay tuned for my tips and tricks about staying clear skin in the winter. Hello television viewers, my name is Nick. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel. And for the first time ever, you can see my wall of skincare. Welcome to my skincare sanctuary. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves of products. My friend Perry just came over and he installed these 2 lower shelves so that I could really add all of the stuff from my skincare collection. So that it's right here next to the sink. And as I said, my nose has been breaking out and I don't love that, but it's totally fine. Because as I examined the situation, I realized that I probably just need to adjust my skincare techniques a little for the winter. I'm the last to realize when winter hits us here in LA, but clearly we've got to kind of account for some of the environmental factors. So what is it about winter that makes our skin freak out? I'll let you know, but first give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see even more seasonal skincare tips like this. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button. It looks like that right there. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week. This pimple on my nose hurts. It officially doesn't feel good. The reason we get breakouts sometimes in the winter is because the weather has low humidity and cold temperatures that kind of dry out the surface of your skin. And I don't know if you realize this, but when I dry out my face, I'll get really oily even faster. It's because the skin will kind of overproduce oil to compensate for this dryness on the surface. And that excess oil combined with the low oxygen level in your dry pores is like a breeding ground for acne bacteria. All of my sources come from Teen Vogue, so come and check me, fact check that boo. I'll put a link to the article in the description below, some of the technical info that I'm mentioning today. I need to shave, I should have shaved, I didn't shave. So what can we do when our skin is suffering from the winter? Let's jump in. The first tip is to use non-drying products. This is probably sort of a given, but it bears worth mentioning. And we can discuss a little bit about what a drying product might be. So you're definitely going to want to do away with any toners that have alcohols in them. I personally don't use alcohol-based toners, but I might actually go for a hydrating toner in the winter, like this e.l.f. Keep Your Balance toner, which has hyaluronic acid, which hydrates the skin without clogging pores. So any products with alcohol you should definitely be on the lookout for. Also, sometimes for acne, people might be using products like benzoyl peroxide. I definitely use that every night, but in the winter, it can be really drying on the skin. I notice I'll be flaking on the face if I use too much benzoyl peroxide, particularly in the winter. When I used to live in New York, I would get to class after like slathering on benzoyl peroxide and it looks like sandpaper. It would be like Flake City. Really tough to deal with. So instead, I try to switch to non-drying acne treatments. One amazing non-drying zit option that I've been using for the last few months is Zitsticka, specifically the Killa Kit, which is a spot clarifying patch system. Zitsticka is a paid sponsor for this video, but I've been using them for 6 months and they reached out to me after I did my first genuine review on the product saying how these saved my skin. If you watch this channel, you already have heard about this product, so I'll just be quick here. Also, Zitsticka is in Ulta now, so they're famous, and that means I'm famous by association. These patches have 26 microdarts made of zit melting ingredients that just cling to the skin, and within 6 hours they'll bring the underground zit to a head or just completely stop it from surfacing. I've had incredible results using Zitsticka on all of my problem blemishes, and I haven't had a huge issue in a long time. Plus, they're so thin and invisible, they look great even during the day. Let's put one on this nose guy right now. Ooh, I love feeling those micro darts. See, it's really hard to detect on the face, and it actually makes the breakout look less noticeable right when you put it on. I love the Killa patch because it contains a lot of the non-drying skincare ingredients that we're about to talk about, and it magically reduces the size and appearance of all of my breakouts whenever I put one on for just a few hours. Huge shout out to Zitsticka for sponsoring this video and saving my life many times. Saving my skin, maybe not my life, but sometimes they feel really interconnected, you know? Sometimes skin is my life and I can't get enough of it, baby. Another great way to avoid having dry, dull skin in the winter is to improve microcirculation. Do you guys use a jade roller? I love it. Actually, I may be embellishing a little bit about how often I use this, but now that I'm doing it, it feels really good. Sorry, I was trying to be cool for a minute there. I'll never do it again. I'll just be naturally cool and charismatic forever. This will help bring blood to the surface of your skin and can really improve the glow that you feel or see. Plus, it's very stimulating. I'm like, ooh, I love that. A little lymphatic drain. Is this okay to do like that? I feel like I'm being really rough. Beautiful. I also try to use, rather than things like benzoyl peroxide, more nourishing blemish oils like Meltdown by Bloom. I've done a video on this product, but it's recently gotten a beautiful new upgrade to its look. This is the new packaging with a convenient pump. I've been using Bloom Meltdown for almost a year now. In the past, it was in a dropper bottle like this, and I loved the product, but could have been easier to apply. Dun dun dun, enter the new pump. One-handed application, it's time to come alive. I can just use one tiny drop of this on my whole face, and it really seems to help clear my skin up overnight. I was impressed from this by day one, and it actually, because it's like just natural oils, it gives you a little bit of glow. It's not drying your skin out at all. I put that on at night and sometimes in the morning. I've been using that on my nose lately just because I'm like trying to do all that I can to keep it under control. See, just having put on that oil, I feel like I'm already looking skincare glow. Do you see it for me? All right, winter skincare for acne tip number 2. You gotta ditch the physical exfoliants. I'm so sorry to anybody who bought the Kylie walnut scrub. You're gonna wanna put that high up on a shelf. Not this shelf, because it's too close to what I use. You'll notice I didn't wash my face with a Clarisonic brush like I normally do. I still use that regularly throughout the winter, but I replaced the brush head with a more sensitive skin one because I don't wanna be too harsh on dry skin. Even though my skin never gets truly dry, it's just like cold, you know? So be careful about how you're exfoliating your face. If you're using a physical exfoliator, then that might be too rough anyway, but particularly if you're acne prone, it can damage the protective barrier of your skin and drag and move acne causing bacteria around from active breakouts to the rest of your face. So it's a double-edged kind of sword there. Instead, I would recommend trying a skincare product with an alpha hydroxy acid or a beta hydroxy acid, which are chemical exfoliators. Those will help keep your pores clear without damaging or irritating the skin. I'm a longtime fan of the Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliating gel. They call it their skin perfecting gel. There's a skin perfecting lotion as well, which you put on with a cotton pad, but the gel is a little better for oily skin, I feel. Plus you can apply it with your fingers, which is great. Oh. This, especially like on my cheeks and my nose, keeps the pores looking so much smaller than they would be. I use that usually before all my other skincare steps. I'm doing everything out of order today. I'm just flustered because there's so much winter in the air. Do you guys watch Hallmark Christmas movies? They're my favorite. But now I feel that I should start watching Netflix Christmas movies because they've got Vanessa Hudgens in there. That's it. Or Disney Plus has Christmas movies now. I have a Disney Plus account, but I've barely looked at it. Is that okay with you? My third winter acne skincare tip is one that took me many years to accept, and that's to moisturize more. I know it's counterintuitive because when we have oily skin or acne prone skin, moisturizing feels like you're putting something heavy and occlusive on, and it can be really like stressful. I often feel worried when I put a moisturizer on because I'm like, does my skin really need this? I went for many years without even applying a moisturizer after putting on acne products until a very nice dermatologist in Beverly Hills told me to get this CeraVe PM that has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it, which are really great ingredients. And when I started using that religiously day and night, my skin became so much less oily. So now I'm a true believer in using oil-free moisture all through the winter, day and night. It really helps seal off the skin from like kind of that extra dehydration that we're trying to avoid. Maybe if you want, you can try something like this Clear Improvement Charcoal Moisturizer, which I love, from Origins. It's really great at hydrating the skin, but it also has some salicylic acid in there to keep the pores clear if you're feeling frisky. I'm usually using my CeraVe PM, but I love the color of this. It's like gray. I just love to put it on sometimes. It's a little extra kick of salicylic acid for my nose, which I'm trying to rehab right now. Oof, I'm really hungry. So please make sure you stay hydrated throughout the winter. It's important. I'm gonna remove the zit sticker just so I can get the skincare back on. Winter acne tip number 4. Don't be afraid to layer some serums. You know, I'm maybe a little late to the game when it comes to using a face serum. I just started in like the last few months probably. For example, I love this vitamin C serum for all year round brightening, but when I'm a little more worried about my skin hydration levels, I find it better to use niacinamide or hyaluronic acid. Just 1 drop of this hyaluronic acid serum all across my face helps actually pull in moisture from the air so that my skin gets hydrated without actually clogging my pores. Also, I use the niacinamide, both of which are ingredients in Zit Sticka, hashtag sponsored. The niacinamide also hydrates and helps reduce oil production while calming redness, again, without the risk of irritation or clogging the pores. So those are 2 good skincare ingredients to look for when you're choosing a serum, or if you're just gonna get the pure kind of ingredient in a carrier like this. Those are actually just lab samples from something at work, but you know, do what you do. My 5th and final step for keeping your skin clear all winter long is another counterintuitive one. Wear sunscreen all year. Even when it's cloudy where you live, or if it's snowing out, that's an even better time to do it actually. Pretend you're at the beach. The sand and the sea is only reflecting 10 to 15% of the sun's rays back into your face. So yeah, you want to be wearing sunscreen because there's a lot of sun exposure around, but snow reflects 80% of the sun's rays. So if you're walking around in a snowy environment, you're getting like full UV blast the whole day. That's why your eyes get tired, and that's why your skin is exposed to a lot more UV exposure, I guess. Sun-induced inflammation is a real thing. You gotta watch out for it. Sunscreens can be really hard if you have acne-prone skin. I know that for sure. That's why I was actually interested in trying this new sun essence that I bought online. I've never used this before. We should try it right now. Apparently, these are all the rage in Korean skincare. This has SPF 50, but it's like supposed to be great for acne-prone skin because it's like a liquidy lotion and it's really light. Ooh, how cute. Look at that adorable packaging. It's really small. I think this was like 40 bucks, so that's a lot. But I love SPF 50. I feel like I rarely find a nice beauty product with an SPF that goes that high. Usually they'll be like SPF 15. I love a foundation that says SPF 15. It's like, that's basically nothing. I think I read that if it's less than SPF 30, it's not really doing anything. This is called the Honey Moist Sun Essence, a product for moisturizing and refreshing skincare without sticky or oily feeling with strong UV protection. Cool. On the back, it's all in Korean, so love that. It's from Papa Recipe. I hope it smells like honey. Ooh, it smells sweet. Let's look at it. Oops, there's a seal. That means I was smelling nothing, just so you know. Okay. Ooh, very liquidy. Lightweight. Let's see if it's as non-sticky or greasy as they say. Papa Recipe. Papa Recipe Honey Moist. Ooh, it does have a beautiful fragrance. It's sweet and nice, but it's not like honey. Wow. That definitely absorbed really quick. I'm used to sunscreens with that high of an SPF having like a white cast. That feels like nothing on the skin. How beautiful. It's like hydration. And now I'm protected from all of the sun reflecting off the snow out here in Los Angeles. No, but for real, I'm going to New Hampshire for Christmas, so they will have snow probably by then, and either way, I want sun protection. That's a nice product. It's been a while since I bought myself like a luxury price point sunscreen. At least for me, that's a luxury price point. As close as we're getting. So I'm really happy I did something nice for my cellular protection today. What do you guys think of these winter acne tips? Let me know in the comments below. Also, make sure you check out the website of our sponsor, Zit Sticka. If you want to get some killer kits for yourself, make sure you use the code NICK20 to save cash. And use the link in the description. But most importantly, give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more, like we said, seasonal tips or tricks for taking care of your skincare concerns. And most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button. It looks like that right there. That way you never miss new videos from me. I upload 2 new ones every week. You guys are all the greatest. Thank you so much for getting winter skin with me today. I will see you next time.